See?
I only have to do that with the mom because from what he's told me, she's a mail order bride for the dad who has a lot of money.
Shit.
So like should be good, you know?
How old is she?
No clue. Much younger than him from my understanding.
Yeah, that checks.
He's like very old and she's like I don't know. I mean, sounds like maybe 50s.
Sounds like he's a pussy getting guy.
I want to transition to mail order brides now. Taylor, what are your thoughts on this? Because I have often thought that like worst case scenario, it seems like a terrible idea. Best case scenario, it seems like an incredible idea. The idea of getting one of these trad wives from a foreign country who's like,
tell me more about the refund policy.
Yeah,
someone with low standards, right?
Woody, tent your fingers when you're contemplating. It's a good look.
so she shows up and she sees your CRV and she's blown the fuck away, dude. She's like, "Can I wash it for you, please?" Like that's her attitude when she sees the Honda.
Well, that seems positive. Yeah.
Yeah, that she's like blown away. Like
I was describing a woman with low standards.
No, I'm describing a woman from fucking the Philippines who's like has walked barefoot everywhere she's ever gone.
Just a grounded woman is what that is.
Sure, that's a word for it. I'm talking about a mail order
what I
bride.
said.
Oh, you want a slave? Is like what?
Well, I'm not going to pay her. That's
certainly not. No, her payment is being here in America.
Tell me what the difference between a wife and a slave is. Like exactly.
Like less fiduciary responsibilities if something goes south.
I wouldn't kiss my slave.
Well, that's not necessarily true. That would depend on where you are. I'm talking fundamentally speaking.
Never make
what are the core differences between? I could come up with a prenuptial agreement or live in a country that has men's rights, and you could just get. She's out of my house now. If you had gone through your divorce in Iran, I promise you, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, get the rocks, boys. Like that's how.
Damn. You mean I could have saved $20,000 by just being Iranian?
How's your throwing arm? How's your throwing arm? That's what the judge would have asked you.
I would have been like, I'm feeling up to my old form. Just tossing that rock. right down the middle.
But no, a wife seems to be someone who has legally bound to you. And if you go by just what's said at weddings, she's there to be and she's kind of your servant, if you look at traditional
ideal
ways to look at it, I think she's property essentially. So I don't know what the difference between a traditional marriage, and I'm not talking about like 1950s marriage as much as I'm talking about 1850s and prior marriages.
For sure.
But
and also they say
difference?
stuff like women are good at driving, and it's like cut it out.
Some are good at driving. Like
are they really? Are they really, or are they just better than you expect?
Here's how I classify drivers as good or bad. It's pretty subjective, obviously, but it's whether I can take a nap in the passenger seat while you're driving and just fall asleep and feel perfectly comfortable and not worried about you. Like I don't need to watch.
You would fall asleep in a car with a woman driving? That's
some
crazy.
women drivers. Yes,
that's
I have.
Crazy.
I had a girlfriend who was like a really good driver. Like she was I think everybody thinks they're a good driver. I am one of those people. Some of us are right. Here's the thing. Everybody thinks they're a good driver. Some of us are fucking right. And I'm one of those people. I'm a good fucking driver. And she was also a good fucking driver. I would see her anticipating the problem, not just reacting to it. She was like, oh, in 15 seconds, that's going to be a problem. She's getting over. She's slowing down in time. She's doing limousine stops. There's not this herky jerky thing. The brakes on her car aren't perpetually squeaking because she wears them out in 3 weeks. Like she's a good fucking driver. But then I've had girlfriends where I'm like, my feet are in the passenger floorboard, pressing so hard into the mat.
So hard on the floor.
So hard into the mat, like hundreds of pounds of pressure. I'm fucking doing fucking Olympic rows, like trying to brace myself for an inevitable impact.
I was thinking about Kyle sleeping while she drives test. It doesn't work for me because my wife is a bad driver, right? She hits things that are stationary a lot, right? But I sleep while she's driving. And it's because I'm comfortable with danger. Right? I sleep right through that shit. Last thing I ever saw.
The prospect of death isn't disturbing to you the way it is to a lot of
everybody else's problem.
I've been in the car with Jackie driving one time in my entire life. She immediately hit something.
What did she hit?
A wall.
Well, it was probably something.
Wall made of
was something that
timbers.
was, for the birds, impossible to miss.
When I say immediately,
it was in our driveway.
Yeah.
Oh, it was in a driveway. So it was in a familiar place where you've driven.
We didn't make it into the road before she hit a thing, and it was like, boom, and I'm like, fucking, can I get both seatbelts in the back seat?
Did she do the girl thing where afterwards she's like, it's fine, and kept
was
going?
It snowy or something? There was something that she found distracting.
It was a sunny day. I remember it was great weather. It was the whole weekend was really nice weather. It was the spring. I remember I remember that. I remember we went to like a roadhouse or something like that, some sort of like medium level steakhouse or something like that. And ate. I remember like having a hard time getting there and being afraid.
She crashed into our garage door once and then told me, in my defense, it was beautiful out. Like she was just distracted by nice things.
Yeah, she's got the perfect car for it too. It was that like Toyota like SUV. Yeah. It was like this is a car that can take some knocks and little bumps into things. This isn't some little Toyota like little sedan. She
both
needed
running boards. We didn't fix them by the time we traded that thing in. They were crooked and the lights came off.
But no, back to the mail order bride thing. I think this is if you're gonna get, where would you get your mail order bride from? Would you go Russian or would you go
Europe.
Asian? Russian, Asian, South American.
Okay.
Now don't just think like which we were more attracted to. You have to keep this marriage up throughout her green card process, or risk that she
I'm just going to think
immigration fraud charges. Like
I'm just going to think about what I find attractive, because it's going to be a disaster relationship regardless.
Why
so I'm going to go.
That?
I'm going to go Eastern European.
You're giving it up already. I mean,
giving it up already. It's going to be. She's going to hate me.
Why Eastern European? Because they're hot.
I think they're attractive. Yeah, a blonde Eastern European gal.
Huge mistake.
So
Why?
Eastern Europeans are very attractive. I agree with
you.
that.
You going Goog?
Problem is, all the Russians I've known are. Don't say that. All the Russians I've known are emotional monsters. They yell about everything. It's just fight mode constantly. No Russians. I'm thinking Japanese. They seem sweet. And
I think it's hard to get a Japanese girl. I think they have more options. I think that's a first world country. I think you have to go into like the Philippines and like maybe Thailand, somewhere like that.
That's the whole reason the industry exists.
Yeah, I bet there aren't a lot of Koreans, for example, because I think of South Korea as a very first world like wealthy nation.
Get them from North.
Mm-hmm.
Now you get one of North Korea, they are skinny. Those girls can wear a swimsuit. But I think the problem with if you get this Eastern European mail order bride, she's had cable her whole life. Like they've got so she knows what like wealthy Americans actually have, and she's gonna be over here thinking like, where is condo? Where is your condo? Where is American sports car, Taylor? Buy me diamond. Taylor, buy me mink coat. Taylor, you're not big American man. I thought you have dollar.
I hate her already.
Problem. Yeah. Oh, but she's like she's beautiful though. Yeah, but she sounds like that. Yeah. Oof. Yeah. It was a video call, no audio, just only text.
That's toughin'.
Yeah. No, I think I would definitely go like Asian. I think I would go like Southeast Asian. I think they're hardworking. They're industrious. I don't know how to say low expectations in a good way, but that's what I'm looking for. Someone who's blown away by the basics.
They're like so you're looking at like rice patty style gals.
See, I don't want that. So I want someone who like isn't going to be shocked by electricity, but is going to be blown away when I take them to a museum or the movies. Like we go to a movie theater and it's like, holy shit. Like, wow. Like
that's what you're looking for, someone to be blown away by moving pictures.
But like an IMAX theater, like a modern, like American nice theater. Yeah.
Then maybe
I want her to be
Asia
shocked.
Could be you could grab some Laotian, pop her in the car.
Ooh,
she'll
I like
be blown
that.
away.
I feel like
that'd be even better because they have no access to the sea, so you could show her the ocean and then she'd be blown away by
Al,
that.
how does a Brazilian strike you? Right, there's some real poverty in Brazil.
That's what my dad's done.
There's
they seem like
bodies in Brazil.
My dad
like
had some Brazilian
people.
chick living in his house for a while that was like 35 years younger than him or something like that. I think that was going well for him. I guess it. Yeah. I think it ended poorly. I think he had to repossess the car.
Your dad was getting pussy from a 40-year-old Brazilian gal?
Yep.
Sick.
That's kind of how he rolls, apparently.
Dad rules.
Every time I talk to him, he's like, yeah, it was good while it lasted, but it soured on
And
me.
meanwhile, he's so based. He's like, yeah, I've watched the first 14 minutes of every Netflix show, and I've never seen an episode.
He has no idea how to navigate Hulu. God bless his soul. But he's figured out Tinder. I promise you that. Like that's how you know. Like
motivation.
Pussy will make an old man learn how to use an app, and that's all you have to say about the power of pussy, because that man, he doesn't understand what an app is or what Hulu is. Like he doesn't get the difference between like Samsung is the TV and Roku is the streaming device and Hulu is the app. Like they're all the same thing.
I had no idea.
Yeah, have you seen that funny video? It's called YouTube. It's a gas, and it's like, no, I think you're close, but yeah, I think he had her. I know he had her living with him, and he had bought her a used car. He had got her like a 2012 SUV of some kind. Ooh. And he had to repossess that. He had to send some people to go get that back, apparently. But he's been made whole now, and apparently nothing went missing. She repatriated back to Brazil. I think probably because of some Trump stuff, unfortunately. She had to leave.
Maybe that worked out for your dad.
Yeah, it usually does. But although
you better get out of here, it's getting real. Telling her to get the fuck out.
He probably called INS on her, called fucking ICE on her. I don't think so. So realistically, I don't think that the mail order bride chicks are just like you pick them off the shelf, like, you know, an item you want, and they're like, oh yeah, you bought me. I think there's like some matchmaking and like, they're not slaves. They're going to have to agree to have this romantic relationship with you and agree to be your wife. And I think they're doing some picking and choosing as well. Like they may, when they find out you live in Florida, they may be like, ooh, that's actually no good for me because my family lives on the West Coast, and I'm really looking for a husband who at least lives like on the western side of the United States. Like there might be some deal breakers for them. Maybe they don't like
an arranged marriage.
Like an arranged marriage. Nothing wrong with that either. Like I think the arranged marriage thing, like, is probably the way to go.